Welcome back, tabletop RPGers. This is Role Playing Unlimited. We are back with you on our second Tuesday here streaming. The stream will be starting momentarily. In the meantime, enjoy this picture slideshow and some music. We will be back with you momentarily. Alright, we are here. We are on the live screen. We are ready to continue our progress from last week. Brief recap from last week. You successfully defeated Amric Venthamper and his bodyguards aboard the Low Lantern Tavern, successfully capturing Amric and shackling him and dragging him through the lower city, making accusations against his family, particularly his mother, the Duke of Baldur's Gate. And as you made your way into the upper city, arriving at last at the Venthamper Villa, you opted for the direct approach for entry, i.e. Celefiel walked up to the front gate and opened it up and walked into the courtyard, immediately alerting a trio of guards who were just happened to be approaching facing that direction, and they challenged his entry. We had a couple of attempted negotiations and diplomatic resolutions to the situation, but neither side was willing to give up the main point, i.e. Amric. They will not allow you in unless you turn over Amric into their custody, and Amric is your only leverage at this point going in, so that's where we're at. We are going to need a new initiative roll here, since we got the API scripts back and everything. Our initiative from last week got scrapped. And one of you, please do me a favor and just forward this Twitch link over to our Discord page. At least get some of our close friends aware. Okay, I'm going to put us on a brief pause here. Okay, back from brief pause. Anybody experiencing any streaming issues? I'm getting a few alert messages here.
I just see the be right back.
Yeah, it took us off the live screen there because technically we were not live.
Were we Memorex?
Is everybody watching the stream in the background? I'm getting error messages and 0 viewer messages as well, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm watching it in the background.
I am. I can see.
I am.
Interacting.
I've got it up.
Okay.
No, he's asking about the stream there, Justin.
Okay, we got our 6-player characters and the guards lumped into one collective initiative there. Our NPC ally and her prisoner, they haven't been doing anything in the initiative anyway, so they're just going to kind of sit out. She's not leaving him to join you in combat unless the circumstances become a lot worse. So let us proceed with our initiative here, and well, one more brief pause here while I get our music set correctly. Fantastic. There we go. We have the turn order more visible there. And yep, Jim, you are first in the initiative here. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, my guy is still very confident, so he's going to shout something like, "Surrender now!" And keep beating up. I can't see, is this guy still alive?
He is dead. Yeah, we got 4 dead guards, all 3 of them that were forming the wall right here at the front gate along this path. They are all dead.
Okay. I see. Right, It's not super trying to get mobbed, so he's just going to go up here and then hit this one.
Okay. A pair of 16s to start off the evening. That is exactly my AC and exactly my hit points as well, so yeah, just walk over there and bludgeon that guy.
But non-lethally?
We're gonna knock this guy out, okay. That's our unhappy knockout face. Right there, okay. Knocked out, end of turn. Well, I got 4 guards left.
I don't think you want to do that. Don't think you want to do it.
Okay, so 2 of them will straddle atop their dead comrades here, avoiding the ghostly sword in the center of the area here. And I will have 1 attack on Grulak, 1 attack on Jung-hoon, 1, and then 1 on each of the Aasimar.
That did not hit me. No, if I'm the first one.
Yeah, it looks like the only one that I did hit was the last attack, which is Celestial, 22 AC, 4 piercing from the spear. Otherwise, ineffective round for the guards, other than to block the gate area there. And that'll move us over to Grulok's turn.
Well, Grulok, as he sees that guy come in, he kind of just like shakes his head like foolish, very foolish. So he will be attacking that gentleman, and I use that term loosely.
Oh goodness.
Ooh, okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Then you take it. Okay, well, I guess thanks for leaving me with 1 hit point, but I'm upset about the fact that you took my other 10.
Let's see here. Oh. So I rolled a because of my great weapon fighting style. I can reroll damage, one of the damage die, if it rolls 1 or 2, which looks like I did. So I'll go ahead and do that.
Well, I guess I'm dead.
Well, I mean, I guess I could always get a 1 again. I guess that's always a possibility.
Oh, is it keep the 1 if you roll it a second time?
Yeah, I'll put that.
Oh, that's right, yeah, because you did that one time and you rolled a 2, and I said, haha, now you're going to roll a 1, and you did. Well, go ahead and roll.
Yeah, even so it could always happen. So just a 1d6. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely cleaved in half there from the greatsword attack.
He's like,
yeah, this looks to be the front door of the villa as well, and just the direction of your attack and the positioning of the body. You've now left a nice spray of blood right up of the front door there.
And that will be a turn for me.
Okay, let's bring it over to Hezra's turn over here.
Alright, I'm gonna reach past my buddy here to smack this guy. Okay, that works with my 10-foot reach, right?
Yes, it does.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and post the first one.
Alright.
Actually, I'm gonna use my bonus action. I'll post it since it's a new day.
The planar warrior. Okay, bonus extra force damage if you hit, or next time you hit.
If I hit, yeah. Does that hit?
That does. Do you have anything to allow an extra point of damage, or are we going to leave this guy? Is this the guy that will be left with 1 hit point?
He will probably end up getting left with 1 hit point. I've been using my bonus action to hit with my offhand weapon, so I have no more action.
Alright. Well, the short sword gets him true right through the center, and even though he is still living, he does not appear to have much fight left in him. Celestial, if he had to guess, this guy is probably a millisecond away from just collapsing and probably cowering into a ball.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to knock him out.
Okay, Celestial's turn. Go ahead.
With a max damage hit.
Oh yeah, he is also knocked out.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. And standing next to you, we have Calidor. Go ahead with your turn. Alright, so he's going to get stabbed in the back from the spiritual weapon.
And I guess a miss from the front. Guilty.
That's correct. Okay. Let's see Nadir to end off the round here.
So I'll move up to right behind Calidor and Celestial there. And I'm going to give Celestial a little bit of healing because he looks pretty bloodied. So I'm going to heal him up a little bit.
Very cool. While you're doing that healing here, I'm going to switch us over to the other screen. Do a page reload here.
Thank you, Nadir.
There's that.
And as I'm healing him, I will call out to the others who are still being lethal, apparently, to, I'll say, just knock them down. Do not kill them if we can help it.
Be serious. You're being serious.
And that's the end of my turn.
That was power response.
Alright. Jong-hoon, back over to you.
Okay, I'm going to move here for the flank, and I'm going to attack this one.
Okay.
Non-lethally. And if the staff drops that one, then the punch will be on the other one.
That is correct. The staff definitely drops this guy here to unconsciousness, and the guy just to the north of him will take the backhand. Okay, so now I have one guard still standing, and he's gonna double down. He shouts, the entire Flaming Fist can go burn in the 9 hells! And then he attacks Same, Jong-hoon. Did I get you? Any chance you'll walk into that attack for me so my guys aren't so inept? Well, alright then. Grulok, let's just skip over your turn and, I'm sorry, go ahead.
How dare you? How dare you? Alright, so Grulok, as bloodthirsty as he may seem, I'm just trying to think, can I use the weapon in a non-lethal way? I guess in the flat of the blade. I believe I can. I just can't remember.
Oh, definitely. It's the same thing everybody else has been doing. The qualifications are you have to be in melee with the target, And if you deal enough damage to otherwise, in any case, drop them below 0 hit points, you can declare that as non-lethal.
Okay, and essentially, if I do hit, and that's going to be my intent. Like either I'm like simulating, not simulating, but like I'm hitting with the pommel of my weapon or the flat of my blade or something along those lines.
Okay, cool.
Let's try that. Let's see. And I do not have advantage.
Not quite.
Okay. Oh, for shizzle. I think he's knocked out.
Yeah, he barely finishes saying 9 hells, ineptly stabs out at Zhang-Hun, and then he is thoroughly rendered unconscious from behind by Grulok. And that will end our initiative sequence here. And
he's knocked
proceed
into
as you
next
will.
Tuesday.
Yes, and I hope not, man. If we're still talking to this guy next Tuesday, tonight's events will have been very uneventful.
He hit him so hard he disappeared, and the next Tuesday he'll come back and go, "Where is everybody?"
What happened? So I'll.
That's great.
Grulok will look around. And is like, is that what you mean? You want me to do that to everybody? Is that right?
In this particular case, they could have been paid by just be paid soldiers, or they could be complicit in what's going on. It is not our matter to judge this. It is up for the gods themselves or a higher authority.
I agree. They attacked me. I defended myself, but their actions caused me to act against it. And I don't know what I was going to say, so I'm going to stop. But I knocked him out good.
What you got going on there, Ben? Is that Morse code?
What? Did I say something?
No, you
No, I
didn't.
didn't say anything.
We're hearing little. I was wondering if you were trying to send us something
Oh,
in Morse
shit.
code.
No. I thought I had muted my mic.
It's
I was taking a
2021.
mouthful.
Use push to talk. We are not animals. So yeah, what are we gonna do with our 4 unconscious guards and our noble prisoner as well? We only have the 1 set of manacles that I'm aware of.
Right. Well, we don't have to bind them. I mean, hopefully they'll stay unconscious long enough for us to do what we need to do. And then if they do regain consciousness, that they will have the sense of not interfering with us.
So we're just gonna kind of leave them sprawled out here in the courtyard, and whatever they do next is up to them.
I mean, I have some hempen rope. I guess we could tie them together, back to back, or secure their hands. I don't know if that'd be the best idea, but something. So to get up, we give them another opportunity. Like, so they probably easily escape if they want to. But it could act as a get the turn. Like, hey man, you get up and you're able to. You shimmy your way out and you want to do something. We gave you every opportunity not to do it. But that's just me kind of thinking.
Is this a tree right here? Could we tie him to this tree?
I like that idea.
Fine. We could tie them to the tree. That's fine.
Okay.
And we should also probably like close these gates here so that it doesn't look really obvious.
Meanwhile,
bodies over.
Meanwhile, you turn around and notice that like 20 other people from across the street are just kind of standing there watching this whole thing having taken place.
The mouse agape. Like, I'll start dragging him over. I'll start sitting them against the tree.
Okay.
And conscious ones, obviously.
GM starts having flashbacks of the Enemir Alteration campaign. The character was Jan. We had 20 unconscious goblins, He refused to allow the party to kill any of them. We tied them all
Yes, he
together.
was a pacifist.
We
Ish.
tied them all together. And later on in the dungeon, in the midst of one combat, we now had 20 angry goblins coming from the rear to rejoin.
But they were already mostly dead.
Okay, I guess, James, if you want to put any kind of skill behind this, roll a, just a dexterity check, not save. Just to see how good your rope tying skills are, or if you just want to kind of set the base DC at a 10 and not risk rolling lower than that, we can certainly do that.
Would athletics? I don't know if athletics would be the most appropriate thing. Would that play into it?
Yeah, we can roll it.
I guess that's okay.
You athletically tied the rope.
Yeah, jump rope, like it is. I know how to use it. My fitness routine.
It's a very strong knot. It's maybe not the most secure knot. Well, alright. We got these 4 guys tied up. One of them is already kind of... but otherwise, they are still unconscious.
That works for me, and I guess the dead bodies, do we want to place them in a corner or something? I don't know. Oh, right there.
How long is that spiritual blade there, Ben?
It's a 1 minute duration, so
There
I
it
don't think
goes.
it's gonna.
Poof!
So, on a semi-serious note, are there actually people sitting there like watching us, walking by, kind of, what crap's going on?
There are not. No, I mean, there were people kind of walking down the main street, but this is a rich enough and secluded enough villa that there's nobody that has direct line of sight to where you're at right now.
Okay, gotcha. Just want to make sure, because if so, I'd be out there, be like, "The Flaming Fist business, get out of here. Moving along, nothing to see here."
It's nice that you think people recognize the Flaming Fist's authority in the upper city. We keep drawing that card and people keep saying, yeah, you guys are the lower city police. The city guard takes care of the upper city. I'm Flaming Fist!
And he wouldn't.
Man, it's like I didn't say anything at all.
And he would have done it still too, like Flaming Fist business. He would be like, okay.
All right. Should we be polite and knock on the door, or just walk right on in because we have him with us?
I will motion for her to bring him over.
Okay, she will certainly do so. She still has a rope kind of wrapped between his manacles, and she's pulling him along in that fashion with the rope likewise wrapped around her own wrist. She kind of looks at the dead guards, gives a nod to the group, and then she looks at the unconscious guards and kind of raises an eyebrow, but that's about the extent of her reaction to that.
Okay, I'm going to put healing hands on our prisoner and heal him 3 hit points. So he doesn't look like total garbage when we bring him in to see his mom.
Alright, I have 4 hit points out of a whole lot more than that. Yeah, it's almost whatever healing took place was likely internal, because there's no visible external effect from that small of a gain. So what's our plan with this now? Do we continue inside? Do we hope someone comes out to greet us? Do we knock?
That's what I was asking about knocking, but yeah, I'm going to knock.
the door handle kind of sticks. You can tell somebody's on the other side of it. It eventually turns and the door slowly creeps open inwards. And it just opens a crack, just enough for you to make out the face of a very old human male, dressed in your standard butler regalia, batala. And he just kind of looks...
Yes? What? Who are you?
Tell the lady of the house that we have brought her son back home to her.
You are not expected today. The lady will not see you. Hamrick may
We
enter.
have... We brought Amric back so that we could speak with the lady of the house.
The lady is not present. She has not given permission for me to allow visitors in. What would you have me do? Give you reign of the house?
He starts to close the door, despite the fact that you have Amric in your custody, obviously.
Do you not see Amric behind us?
He closes the door completely.
Well, that went well. Should we just go in and take him?
Bring Amric to the front and go ahead and knock on the door again.
Well, we must ask ourselves what our purpose here at this time is.
I mean, I think either A, she's here, and so we talk to her, or B, she's not here, and so we just, hang out until she gets here, I guess?
Because the only alternative is to take him to a prison jail, and then she has to come in there. And we know with her pull, he will probably be out momentarily. So
I like
The
that
other
idea.
option that has not been discussed is that we gain access to this place and search it for any evidence that will corroborate our stories about the cult.
I like the orc's idea. The bloodied and barely conscious Amric manages to snide out during the midst of your conversation.
thank you. See? Plan. He's completely oblivious. The guy's really insulting him, talking down to him. So he just goes like, "Oh, thank you."
Our plan here is to confront her about our knowledge about the cult. It would be better if we had more evidence to do so.
Where would we be able to find such evidence?
Possibly inside this house.
How do we lawfully enter this house?
We're the Flaming Fist. We can go. We can do anything.
Not within these part of the walls. Our duties gave us jurisdiction over the lower city, not the upper city.
Where this guy committed his crime. He committed a crime there. He's our prisoner. He has given us authority to come to his home and search it.
I look over at the dead guards and the unconscious guards, look back over to Lafiel and be like, you've already overstepped your jurisdiction, Lafiel.
Yes, and for this, that I will need to pay penance. For now, though, I don't want to add on to those transgressions.
This might be the course we have to take in order to get enough evidence against her to make anything worthwhile stick.
Yeah, you want to let her just keep summoning devils or whatever's happening? Would that be better than breaking the law here?
And we are doing this in the name of justice, so... Very well, we shall enter the premises by force if necessary.
Oh, Grulak hears that, and he looks like he's about to kick the door, so he actually steps up and he's like prepping himself to kick the door. He's like looking like he's about to breach this door with the fury. So unless somebody stops him, he's about to kick this thing.
I'll just say, just remember, no killing if we can help it.
Okay, I'll look back at you.
I agree. No killing unless we have to.
Fine, but if somebody comes at me, I'll do my best. I can give you that. I'll do my best not to brain somebody or decapitate.
Your best is all we could ask for.
If I cut a hand off, would that be acceptable under the circumstances? I'm just asking. Give me that look. Just fine. I'll knock them out. So, or should I knock first and then see if the fool man opens the door?
I'm gonna knock on the door again. I'm gonna try a persuasion check to see if he will let us in at that particular point. And if he will not let us in there, I will let Grulak have carte blanche at knocking this door open.
All
Please don't
right.
listen.
You go
Please
ahead
don't
and roll
listen.
that while I search up the wisdom save of a wooden door.
Well, I think Don was me. He was going to knock on the door. If the guy answered, he would.
Oh, I fully understand. That's my roundabout way of saying the guy is no longer there, so you're rolling a persuasion check on the door, and the door does not respond, of course.
Oh, I was gonna only do the persuasion if the guy opened the door. I mean,
Oh, I thought you were trying to. I thought you were talking through the door.
Listen,
No,
door.
I
You
was gonna
open
knock on the door. If he answers, I would try a persuasion check to persuade him to let us in, and if that failed, then let Grulak have carte blanche at knocking the door open.
Yes. No answer.
Yes, definitely no answer.
Okay. So this is what I'm going to do first, because I'm not a complete idiot. He's going to
Well-
try to do... I mean, to him, he's not. So he's going to try to open the door, check the door to see if it's locked first. Because if it's unlocked, he's going to push the door.
It has been locked.
It has been locked. He'll kind of look around. Can anybody do the thing with the key?
Oh, picking locks?
I can
Yes,
try it.
Maybe that.
Yeah, I do not have such skills.
I can break the door, no problem. But maybe we do this way. Since you won't be knocking out people.
Or someone check the young lord back here to see if he has a key on him.
Looking around. Anybody?
Well, Rhea currently has him in custody, so she starts kind of frisking him, and she comes up with a ring that has 3 keys on it. Might be one of these. She tosses it over to Celefiel.
I try the 3 keys.
The first one successfully opens the door.
No, there we go.
I will put my thieves' tools away and step away then.
You're not necessary. Okay, front door is open. Apart from the main entrance, this room has 2 exits. A plaster shelf lined with ornate vases circles the room at a height of 9 feet. Spread across the flagstone floor is a 10-foot wide, 15-foot long rug of exquisite design depicting a royal coronation. 2 tapestries hung on the walls depict a dragon flying over a ship and pilgrims on camels, respectively.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can hear where the old guy is, or unless he's out in plain view?
Yeah, sure, go ahead and roll.
Can I see through those windows right there?
The windows are shuttered currently. There's no visibility. Looks like they have blinds drawn, or drapes closed on the other side of them as well, preventing what little visibility is available between the slats. And let's just get a hold right there where everybody is. I'm going to move Rhea and Amric up 10 feet just for our little bit of movement. And from the corners, the upper corners where the wall meets the ceiling, we have some action taking place here.
Okay, and remember, we're here for evidence, not, don't take anything that doesn't belong to us.
Simple enough.
Okay, every attack is at advantage. And first attack is 22 on Celephiel, 6 piercing plus 9 poison. And must make on a DC on a failed save. That does not make any sense. Let me check what the character sheet says. Very strange. That is what it shows.
I'm wondering if it's the 9. I wonder if it's 9 poison or half if successful save.
That's definitely what it is. I'm just wondering. It's got to be a con save, and I'm gonna set it extra low just in case. We'll make it a DC 12. Damn. Waste of a natural 20. At least you'll only take 6 piercing and 4 poison. And then I have a 16, which is on Hezra. That is also a hit for 5 piercing and potentially 8 poison. Go ahead and roll your con save. That is exactly... Well, no, you don't have advantage, so failed save. 13 damage total. 23 to hit Kalidor there for 7 piercing and potentially 9 poison. Your con save. You are good, so you'll take 4 of the poison damage there instead of 9. And 4 for 4. Last attack is on Grulok there. 21 for 4 plus potentially 14. Oh man, I saw that natural 20. Roll up there, you almost had it. I think James is the only one aside from myself who has the 3D dice enabled, but they do add a nice touch if it doesn't mess up your system too much to enable everybody else. So you're going to take 4 piercing and 7 poison there, James. And let me just see what else I have here that I can do.
Do they become visible?
Oh, they do. I'm just checking to see if I have a revisibility or re-invisibility option here before anything else can occur, but that is certainly not the case. Let's just reveal all of them, and they're just going to end up near the targets that they attacked. Oh, I don't need to reveal the room number. Okay, there we go. And then that will effectively get us into another initiative here. Got the macro set.
Dan, question for you. Quick question.
Yo, what's up?
So, okay, I see in the role-playing Unlimited Witch, it says Dying Light at the bottom. Is there a way you can put it for D&D? Maybe that draws some people's attention to it? I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, I did change that before I went in. I don't know why it would still say that. Yeah, when we take our break here, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments, it looks like. Okay.
For sure.
I did not get Jung Hoon. I did get Nadir. Okay.
My view shows tabletop RPGs.
That's what it should show, because it asked me to make those adjustments before I officially confirmed going live.
Let me try refreshing it. Maybe it was from the old part. So I'll refresh it as long as it's not gonna mess up Twitch. Well, it's on Twitch, so I don't think it's gonna mess up.
2, 3. Man, 6 people in the initiative are going on a 5 or lower. Alright. This is the... Perfect. Thank you, James. This is the top of the 7 o'clock hour, which is typically the time that we take our first break, and that will, of course, also be the case here. So we will return in 10 to 15 minutes or so.
Remember, don't turn off your cameras.
Hey, don't tell me what to do. If you want to throw it down right now, let's do it. Let's go. No, but error and opportunity, sir. Well, okay, I wasn't actually. Let's go.
I'm back.
She's about to be on momentarily.
I'm here. Sorry, I was mid taco making.
Oh, no worries. So you do know that imps are classified as devils, not demons. Typically they serve as familiars, forming telepathic bonds with their willing masters. Somebody's not quite on mute there. Make sure you've got your push to talk or mute set up. You know that imps tend to be invisible. They also possess resistances to mundane attacks and some magical energies, and they also are capable of shape-changing. In any case, let's go ahead and get to Jong-hoon here.
So I can hear the fighting in there, right?
Yeah, you definitely at least can hear the alert being sounded by your fellow party members.
Okay. Run in and start bashing. Okay, I'm going to get this one.
Okay. It's just kind of flying there at about your eye level. Flank advantage with Hezra there on the other side. AC is exactly a 13.
Okay, so I hit it. End of turn.
Alright. It does have resistance against both of those attacks being non-magical, so it will take 4 points of damage. Got that. You definitely have the attention of that particular imp, as Nadir still standing on the other side of the doorway. Your turn.
Alright, well, let's finish that one off since it's already hurt. I'm going to use Chill Touch on him.
Chill. Necrotic is not one of my resistances. I will take all of that damage, and this imp is already halfway back to hell. You can kind of see like smoke rising from it, and its form is kind of being torn between the material plane and its native plane.
That will be EOT for me.
Alright, that's going to bring up Rhea and Amric back to back. Amric has no turn to really speak of, and Rhea is just continuing her held action for awareness and her focus on maintaining control of the prisoner. So that brings it to, sadly to say, the bulk of the initiative at 5 or below. Well, my imp that is almost dead, I guess I will just turn on Jong-hoon here. No advantage. 13 AC. Oh, one shy. Are tactical enough. I will move there for the flank advantage on Hezra and a flank advantage on Kalidor as well. Okay, so 24 to hit Hezra. That is 5 piercing and potentially a mortal level of poison damage, so roll your con save. Yikes. Inspiration.
My constitution's not very good.
You want to burn your inspiration, or are you just going to get dropped to unconsciousness and count on one of the party members?
Yeah, give me a moment.
No, even with half damage, that'll still drop her.
Yeah, that's true. That 17 is it's heinous either way. I guess it's just a question of
If it's gonna drop,
will it
it's gonna
kill?
drop me,
Will
so-
it actually kill her? No, not
Mm.
quite. It's close,
No.
but it's not quite.
no, I'll be good. I'll leave it as is since it's gonna drop me anyway. Let me go ahead and take down my points.
Okay, and then
Because it was almost my turn.
of course. And the advantage on Kalidor is irrelevant. A 12 AC will not hit him. And I have one more attack, normal, against Salafiel up here in the northeast corner. Hans loves D&D, hosting my stream. Thank you, brother, thank you. Welcome, always appreciated. Appreciate the love, man. Thank you, thank you. Man, this poison damage just got heinous all of a sudden. It was like 5-6 damage, and now all of a sudden 14. So Dawn, that's on you. 18 AC. Your con save is 1 shy. In your case, though, if you made the save, you would still be conscious, so you got a choice to make here.
Crap. I know we're going to fight something even much worse than these things, and I don't want to burn up my inspiration before then, so I'm going to rely on the ability of my companions to bring me forward.
Woo! That's a rough one. We're already down a third of the group, and we only entered the first room. Yikes.
Hey, you're the person who made this.
I did? I don't recall writing anything for Baldur's Gate. I didn't get paid for it. What the hell? Alright, so Hezra is ready to kick death save mode. Death save mode. Go ahead and roll your death save. Well, that's going to put you 1 up at least, so you are not bleeding out as profusely. And Kalidor, who is standing next to you here, it is your turn. As a Mar Cleric, you got 2 imps right in your melee. You also got a downed party member just to your side.
I know. If I heal, problem is if I heal her, she's gonna just get hit again and probably get dropped by that goddamn poison.
Well, the plus side is you got Grulok there with you as well. I mean, you can probably count on him to at least soak/deal some of this damage.
I've already got 1 success.
Yeah, give her like 20 more minutes. She'll be back up.
Yeah, I'll be good. I'll be good.
Alright. Damn, I can't even get into any position. Anything either. Okay.
If you could heal me some, I'm up right next, so...
That is true. Could throw it.
If you move 3 squares east and 1 square north, I can take 3 attacks of opportunity on you.
Right?
Your turn. Just tossing that out there, because that would be cool.
Right? That sounds so cool. I think I'll try
It does, it does. That way you're soaking all my reactions so that nobody else is risking AOO.
Let's... Okay, Hezra's down. Let me at least... I'll move to defend her body. And what do you know? Look at that. 3 of them are right there.
What are you gonna do? Your 1 point
So-
of damage? Oh, 4
so
points of
let-
damage.
Let's try this because, we know it's gonna fail, but I know I might get lucky.
Well, the
Let's hope the
one of
7 was
them-
the one that was dead.
that is absolutely the one it was. So yeah, you just sent that devil screaming back to hell.
And then I will throw. Oops. Throw this on Celestial.
Got it.
Okay, that's it for Calidor.
Yep.
Celestial,
We can do.
you are prone, so you'll need half your
Move
movement
action.
just to get back up.
Right, half move to stand, and attacking
Okay.
the imp.
The one that's solo on you, right?
Correct.
Cool. All right. Yes, indeed, Hans. 13. Well, the good news is 13 is good against an imp. The bad news is I resisted, so I only take 4 damage. And there we go.
Actually, I am also going to apply Ten Thunder.
Strength save. That's all or none?
Hold on a second. Let me pop up the.
Wow. Natural 20.
God damn it!
I have a -2 to my strength, and I roll a natural 20 to
Oh, wait.
save.
Sorry, that was the wrong. There we go.
So that's your bonus action. Okay.
So, the attack deals the extra damage to the target, and the saving throw is only to be pushed away.
Oh, okay.
So it's still going to take all the damage.
Okay, but when I am sent back to hell, I am standing my ground.
Okay.
That's basically what it is. I'm like, ah! Where am I?
Right.
Well, it looked like he got pushed into hell.
No, that was like him hitting an oak tree, dude. Like that imp didn't budge at all, but somehow just poof. Yeah, it did the old WrestleMania 2000 block.
And that will end my turn.
Okay, and now Grulak. Let's see what kind of bloodthirstiness we have in store from you.
God, kill one of them.
playing the role of Randy Orton is Grulok the Orc, who is demonstrating that he does have voices in his head, and that he's going to listen to each of them before he takes his turn.
Sorry, my bad.
I'm just sitting there watching you go.
I'm a difference. I'll take the Garrett.
Kill it dead.
I don't know, man. I think he's lining up his shot perfect. Here it comes. Oh, I thought that was the natural one. That die looks cocked. Alright, well that is a successful hit, more than enough, but as it is a non-magical weapon, I will resist that to 4 damage.
Well, he rolled a 2 on one of the dies, right? He gets to reroll that 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's every attack or if it's limited. If it's every, then absolutely.
I'll put it back up. Let me just double check.
Yeah, it looks like whenever.
Okay, so I'll roll real quick and see. I gotta take a second.
Okay. One D16. Wow.
Damn. Hell yeah.
And
one got in.
I want to see
I
what
want
that
sword.
I want to see what that die looks like. I feel like it's a D12, but like one of the faces of the D12 is a D4. So it's like a die with a pyramid on top of it. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 more damage off of that. Taking into consideration the rounding, I will actually end up taking 2 more damage on top of that. So we got that. That's EOT from the orc. The orc fighter, I should say.
Yes. Oh yes, it is. I'll hit him. I'll try to stay focused on him and go from there.
Perfect. That brings us to our other half-orc in the group, the orc monk, down here in the corner.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to attack this one.
Flank advantage. Flank advantage, alright. Both of those will hit, and despite resistances, that will be sufficient to send the third imp screaming into hell in a puff of smoke. Nice accompanying sulfuric scent there. He looks around for candy. Alas, there is none, unless Grulok was savvy enough to play a joke and just kind of sprinkle candy on the floor in the midst of the smoky illusion.
Huh.
Okay, so then I'm gonna move up here to give a flank to somebody, and then end of turn.
Okay, and Nadir, who's still chilling outside of the room, your turn. Looks like there's only one left.
So I'm going to move up and see if I can move Hezra out from underneath Kalidor. Like, kind of pull her back a square.
Okay. here, you think?
Yeah, that's good. I'll move up to there and just kind of pull her out from underneath him, and then I'm going to get her with a cure wound.
Cool. Ooh, very nice.
Is that for me?
That is Hezra's healing.
And that will end my turn.
Okay, and we got a repeat for 8 rounds in a row now for Rhea and Amric. And the imps have their turn now. Invisible in the turn order, I know, because you keep killing them. I don't have any of them left in the initiative order. I just had to remember that they go on a 5. Okay, so my imp here. Let's use my area of effect attack. Yeah, I wish I had one. I will just stab at Kalidor, and man, that wouldn't hit anybody. So moving it over to Hezra, who is also prone, but now conscious. It will take half of your movement to get to your feet, and then after that, rest of your turn is your own.
Okay. So half my movement to get to my feet, and then I'm just good to go?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, you still have, if your base movement is 30, then you still have 15 to work with.
Okay, good thing I can reach that little bugger from here.
That is correct.
I'm going to go ahead and go for Planar Warrior and give it a smack.
Bonus action for force damage. Woo! 4 and 3. That's 8. Yeah, I don't resist the Planar Warrior damage, so that is enough to one-hitter quitter that imp.
Finally, okay.
And that will take us out of another initiative sequence. So yeah, you're still standing here in this room with the tapestries, the ornate vases lined along the shelf at a height of 9 feet. And you have 2 doors leading out of this room on the west and east sides of the chamber.
Okay, I'm going to use my lay on hands to give myself 15 hit points.
Well, I was about to. Do we want to sit here for about 10 minutes? I can heal, like, all of us for a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
That sounds like a great idea. Just to kind of, like, catch my breath, if you will, and get some help.
So we'll take a short rest.
Short rest is 1 hour. What are we talking about with 10 minutes? Oh, the casting time for the Prayer of Healing. Yeah. If we want to take a short rest, we need to extend that by 50.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yep, so we'll wait for that.
Okay. You were not silent at all, neither in your entry to the courtyard nor your entry into the house. So it is with a bit of surprise that you find that Kalidor is able to get this 10 minutes
Wow.
for getting this Prayer of Healing off. Hey, Ben, doesn't sound like you have your mute set on there. We're getting a lot of dishes in the background.
Sorry, that was my son.
Oh, no worries. Push to talk. So yeah, go ahead and roll the hit points the healing there, Ben, since you're able to get that.
Yeah, so everybody gets 11 hit points.
Yep, including yourself. So with 10 minutes having passed and no further encounters, the house is pretty quiet. You don't hear guards assembling and muttering outside the door or anything. Your general passive perception among the group is pretty good, unless you're counting on Nadir. So which path are we taking?
Okay, so they're still nobles, but they did align themselves with devils. So you're on your own to decide what you want to do with them. And I'm going to open this door right over here.
Okay. You have discovered the servants' quarters. It is an undecorated room containing 4 single beds, also a dining table for the manor's servants. You see spare uniforms, assorted other personal belongings in drawers under the beds. You don't see a whole lot of interest in this room, though there is another door that leads out. Oh, look at that. Just let you walk right through the wall. I don't like that.
Well, no, the door was open.
Oh, the door is most definitely not open.
I'm on this side of the door. Now I'm on this side of the door.
Yeah. On the east bank. I'm on the west bank.
West bank.
This ain't exactly the Mississippi.
Once did Jim and James get to healing? I don't know. I didn't notice if their hit points moved or not.
I was never injured.
Okay. Because I see James at like, what is that, 12?
I'm at 12 yet. Did you give me
I
11?
don't-
Is that was it for me?
Yeah,
11.
yeah. I was like, I don't think you were sitting at 1 hit point at all this time.
No, that's weird. I input it and it would not show. I'm gonna have to refresh it.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Okay.
Microphone mute there, please. Okay, so Dawn, you have access to the servants' quarters. You got some closed windows to the south there, and another door leading north out of this chamber.
I look back into the other room. I found the servants' quarters. There is another exit. Check the opposite door. See where that leads.
I'm next to that door, so I'll open it, I guess.
Alrighty. I will give the description before opening the door here. You see black curtains drawn over the windows to the south, keeping this hall dark and cool. You do see the venerable butler that you ran into earlier at the front door, Batala. He is guarding what you would guess to be the maid, a young female, maybe about 20 years old. You'll see both of them near a staircase on the north end of the chamber here. I'll open that before I give you the rest of the description. Okay, so that is accessible. You do see numerous tapestries and paintings and alabaster busts on pedestals. You would guess this to be a gallery of some sort. Go ahead and roll an insight check there, Jiang-Hun.
Just him.
Alright, in addition to the insight, as Jiang-Hun just kind of peeks his head into the door, he's briefly startled by a statue located here at the star insignia. It is a very lifelike statue of the Duke Vanthampur cradling a tressum in her arms. For those of you who do not know, a tressum is a Forgotten Realms animal. It's essentially a cat with wings. The tressum in the statue form has a wax rat in its mouth. And just from virtue of where you're entering and the statue's position, it's just enough to make you think that somebody just about caught the drop on you. But you see that is not the case. With the insight check, just looking around at the collection, Jiang-Hun, I don't think has a whole lot of curating and antiquating in his background, whatever. So for him to walk in this room and look at everything assembled here and be like, man, this room here is a testament to bad taste and ill-thought purchases. Like, she probably overpaid for this stuff, and nothing in here is worth much of anything.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna step in. And I'm gonna be like, all right, old dude, we're not trying to hurt you, but, you know, your boss is in bed with demons, so I don't know.
He's standing protectively over the maid, and he just kind of holds his hand out towards you, and his other hand kind of holding her in the corner like he's gonna somehow fend off your entire party. He is grumbling stuff about he doesn't know what you're talking about. We're just the servants of the manor. We've never seen any devils or demons in here. Be gone with you. You're not welcome here.
Do I know from my insight if he's telling the truth? Should I roll again?
Yeah, go ahead, roll another one.
It's trash.
14, that's a familiar looking number. Yeah, this butler definitely knows more than he's letting on.
Come on, dude. Those imps must poop everywhere. It's your job to clean it up, I bet.
He kind of stumbles and over his words for a few moments before he finally gets out.
You shall not harm her. Be gone. You're not welcome here.
Why would we be trying to harm a random maid?
Then leave. You're not welcome.
Well, no, because, you know, again, clearly devil worshipping going on here. It's because we're not trying to hurt her doesn't mean that, you know, we're not trying to not be here.
You are complicit in the spawning and knowledge of devils in this area. You shall face justice. You may face it now, or you may leave and face it later.
You would slay us here? We've done nothing.
I didn't say I was going to slay you. You were going to face justice. We're going to bind you and take you to the higher courts.
We
Or you may leave now and allow us the opportunity to rid the place of the
They
demons.
touch the statue.
Say again, Jim?
So if they walk past the statue, that's fine. I was just gonna like stop them from touching it because I've had bad experiences with magic statues before.
Gotcha. Yeah, they might brush against it accidentally just in an attempt to not go through your space, but yeah, otherwise they're going to try to pass out of here and take Salephiel up on his offer of amnesty.
Okay, then I let him by.
Alright. So yeah, they are both outside now, and whatever happens with them, we will determine at a later time. Rhea is entering now with your prisoner. Any signs of the rest of the family? She asks.
We shall have to explore some more to find out.
Just the servants so far.
All right, I'm.
But be careful; these demons, devils, and other creatures from the other planes are crafty.
I'm confident in your abilities to navigate this challenge. I shall maintain control of our prisoner.
Hey Dan,
Yo.
would we know what this lady looks like if we saw her? The lady who we're like looking for?
Yeah, you're confident you'll know her when you see her. She's an older woman. She's got, just based on the fact that you've got a pretty lifelike statue of her right here next to you, that's not the only bust or painting that exists of this woman in the city. She's a pretty well-known figure.
Okay.
So it's not like she can dress up as a maid and scurry off with the old butler.
Oh, for sure. I mean, if that was her, she was under some kind of shape change or polymorph spell because she's like 70-something years old.
Okay. I'm going to open this door right here.
Okay, you are heading northwest out of the chamber. Here we go. You have discovered the dining room, where you find an iron-wrought chandelier hanging above a black oak dining table, surrounded by 8 high-backed chairs carved to look like devils. A fireplace dominates one wall, flanked by red curtained windows. A handsome glass-doored wine cabinet stands against one wall.
Well, it appears that the evidence is adding itself up by the moment.
I was about to say, no one found their house mildly suspicious.
Yeah.
Yes, because anything that looks infernal must be suspicious.
Yeah, but you didn't have a choice to look like that, right? These people had a choice to make their chairs look like that.
Maybe they bought them cheap.
Besides, you have also proven yourself not evil.
I don't think those chairs are evil.
I didn't say that chairs would be evil.
That makes sense.
Anyway, Hezra, keep your eyes and ears peeled. We know you're the best spotter of the group.
Hey, speaking of which, let's get a hold right here as 3 invisible imps reveal themselves and attack the 3 who just entered the room.
Bring it.
I'm going to go north to south. Kyla, Dawn, and James. Advantage attacks. Okay, so the 19 is on Hezra. That is a hit. The 23 is also a hit on Celestial, and the 15 is a near miss on Grulok. So con save, okay. Looks like you both failed by 1, so you'll take the full poison damage.
I'm down again.
And the imps have revealed themselves. And let's go ahead with another initiative. Brief swap over to some more battle appropriate music here. Fantastic, there we go. Yeah, I guess I'll have to change the settings there.
It was me, Austin.
Initiative values. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters, 2 NPCs, and the imp. All right, not Tyrion. Okay, so this time it is Nadir going first, and he's all the way back here. So go ahead with your turn there first, brother.
Alright, I hear the prize is they get attacked, move up, see what's going on. Okay, more imps. I'll exclaim as I see the more imps. How many do they have? I will attack the one that downs Celestial.
Yeah, the imps come screaming in and just kind of screeching, not in any language, just as a general battle cry. 9. That ain't no good.
It's a battle cry like ee.
No, that's
What?
Grulok's battle cry.
I'm coughing. No.
How much do I need to hit him by?
My AC is 13. 4-point differential.
I'll leave that one then. No.
Alright. Emmerich. Let's see. Alright, so Emmerich, after being a compliant prisoner, or at least a silent one for the most part, this entire time, picks now, when he's surrounded by 3 other people, to try and make his escape while being manacled. He basically takes 3 kind of elbow attacks at Rhea in an attempt to break free of her. None of them hit. He basically just kind of hurts his elbow, and you think you hear the sound of something breaking as his elbow comes into contact with her metal breastplate. And he just kind of Okay, I'm done. And that'll bring it over to Grulok.
Do you skip or you're done? Okay, so I will attack the imp directly in front of me. See how that goes. That's me. That was me.
Alright, give everybody a look at this orc a little bit up closer there. Oh.
It's coming.
Yeah, you don't want that thing charging at you.
Okay.
Okay, well, usual drill for Grulok here with the imps. That is a hit, and I resist half of it.
Okay. I will do a action surge.
You have a 1 on one of your die.
Thank you. Oh. I didn't even look too.
We
right.
all know your ability better than you do here by now.
I'm also about to interrupt that I'm pretty sure you've expended your action surge for the day. Or at least until the
right.
next rest.
I did.
Okay,
In the front.
so we're going to change a 1 into a 6. That's going to result in 2 more damage for the imp. And I got it.
Okay. Well then would. Where am I at right now? Oh, and a turn right there.
Okay, we'll move it up north there to the, again, unconscious Celestial. Death save mode. No, that's healing.
Yeah, I know. I hit the wrong one.
Trying to get away with a fast
They're
one.
right next to each other. God damn it.
Okay, 13. Very good. You are 1 up. Rhea just kind of gives Amric a kick in the back of the knees and forces him down to his knees. And she just gives him a look that says, "Do not try that again." And Jung Hoon, who watched this whole thing go down right next to him, your turn.
Yo! Sorry, hold on. Yo, Rhea, you got that handled, right? Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Cool. Guess I'm gonna go up there, hit this imp in front of me.
Got it. Go ahead. Well, I'll certainly take the 2 from the unarmed strike. And just kind of swat that imp in midair. And it comes back full circle to the imp's turns. Yeah, this particular imp in the middle is feeling extra evil today, so I'm going to go Hezra Celestial Grulok.
Haha, none hit this time.
Nothing good on Hezra. Celestial is definitely hit. Damage is irrelevant. It just chips 1 off of your death save in the negative category. And the 17 is a hit on Grulok, so we're looking at 7 pierce plus con save.
Is he still? Yes, but say they're not. We can see them now, right?
Oh, that's right. That guy doesn't have advantage. The only one that had advantage was the one attacking Celestial. So yeah, 12 is a miss, no damage, no save, and Hezra, over to your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna put the smackdown on the one in front of me. I'm gonna go ahead and do my Planar Warrior. Just let you know.
Very cool. No advantage there, but I do take the full force damage, so that's going to come out to 7 hit points gone.
Devastating damage.
I think with her planar warrior, it turns all of her damage to force. You need to post it again.
Yeah, repost it. I thought it was bonus force damage, but maybe it's not. Yeah, all damage. And extra force damage. That's what I had. Okay, so I have 1 hit point left.
Yay! And I guess I will stay here.
I miss Varys.
Yeah, I don't miss that guy shooting people around corners, shooting people that he never saw in the first place, dealing 300 points of damage with the frickin' Gatling bow. Let's see, Calidor's turn. Go ahead.
Alright, I will move up into the room. Can I nudge Celefio behind me so I'm not standing on his body now?
You want to kind of shift him away?
Yeah.
Oops, that's you.
I'm not dead yet.
There we go. Alright, Celestial has been shifted.
Alright. And then
flashback, James flashbacks.
Yeah, right. Still have hit points left. You have a cleric. Why won't you heal me?
Jesus Christ. Well, that was the one in front of me.
Okay, wisdom save. Of course, I'll burn some good rolls on that. Celefi will get some healing. EOT?
Yeah.
Alright, back to the top. Nadir, who is once again standing conveniently outside of the room where the combat is happening.
I mean, you did notice that my total hit points is 16, right?
Oh, I just remember how in the midst of the melee you were those first several sessions.
Well, that just was bad positioning or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Let's see if I can finish off that one from Ezra.
Oof. Alright. Amric is not going to do anything this turn, so Grulak.
About time. I'm gonna murder this imp now.
You're
I'm
going to
trying to
roll
cut
a
it clean in
natural
half.
1 and like it.
I'm gonna roll an extra 20 and like it even more. Do I hit him?
Well, yeah, my AC is a 13, and even at half damage, that is...
Should be the Oracle called that. And I had one on the die, so I could have rolled more if I wanted.
Oh, goodness.
Hard times. Actually, no, I didn't. I swear.
Yeah, I was going to say, there ain't no way there's a 1 if you got 13 damage. What is that?
Yeah, look.
2d12?
It's like the numbers don't even match up to the damage. That's weird. To see it, I don't know. Anyway, so he's dead. He did. Okay. I can still move, I think, right?
You got a move and a bonus.
So he's going to start positioning himself on the other side of the table. Not quite getting into melee with this guy, but he's getting himself positioned to probably jump up on the table, and he's going to be the meat in the sandwich, if you will.
Okay.
The death sandwich is coming, and that'll be EOT.
I haven't heard of the death sandwich. I've heard of the brood witch, which was similar.
You may not disassemble the brood witch. You must eat it entirely.
I don't like tomatoes.
I took
the
them off.
doo-doo sandwich. There's a poop sandwich. That's not good. All you can do is take that a bite at a time and go for it. But anyway, neither here nor there. That'll be end of turn for me.
Alrighty. And here is Celephiel again, finding himself in a new familiar position of, how did I get here?
Alright, I'm stand up, and I'm going to use Lay on Hands and heal 15.
Okay.
And that will color me done.
Got it. Ray is going to move up a little closer with Amric and bring it over to Jong-hun. What's up, George? Big Daddy Pancake, joining the viewer stream.
Okay, I'm gonna move there, I guess, and hit it.
Okay. I thought I smelled pancakes. Okay, 23, we got a hit. I will take half of that. Natural 1. I would say Jong-hun tries to also kick or punch whatever arm or leg he's using there against the imp, and it just connects with the side of the stout wooden table instead of the imp, so just kind of a, God. Charlie horse, ow, ow, ow. Okay, so now to the last imp here, who lets out a high-pitched giggle at Jong-hun's misfortune there, and this imp is very confident that somehow it's going to deplete 24 hit points from Jong-hun right now. So I'm going to roll a natural 20. Well, or an 8. Either way, let's bring it over to Ezra.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead. I can reach that imp from here. So I'm going to go ahead and do my Planter Warrior again and lay some smack down.
Man, back-to-back 23s.
That's the second time that's happened.
Yeah, exactly. And that is another dead, or banished imp, I should say. Because they don't die here, they just go back to hell.
She's proving to be quite the warrior against planar things with her planar warrior ability.
Yes, indeed. Very fitting. So that would appear to take care of the enemies that were present in the dining hall. We found a gallery, servants' quarters, the foyer, dining hall. We got some stairs going up. We still got a couple closed doors elsewhere.
Is that a door?
That is a door.
What can I roll to see if I like sense anything behind it? I do have my natural foe or my favorite enemy, the undead. So if there is any undead, I would definitely feel that without rolling.
No undead that you can sense.
And can I roll like a perception or something to see if there's anything behind that?
Oh, absolutely. Ear to the door kind of thing, you mean?
My ears must be very waxy.
So are mine.
Yeah, or the door is very thick. Either way, everything appears silent on the other side there.
Alright, I'll go ahead and open it.
Alright, and it would appear you have found the parlor, which contains an austere, high-backed chair facing a pair of padded couches and a coffee table. The drapes cover the windows to diffuse the light coming within this room, and the walls are lined with framed paintings of the Duke, her 3 dead husbands, her 3 sons, and the family's winged cat, which in this instance, unlike the statue of the Duke holding the Tressym, in this case there's clear labels under each painting, who's who, this is this son, you recognize Mortlock Van Thamper, hey, there's Amric Van Thamper without his face swollen to twice its normal size. And when you see the Tressym, labeled underneath it, it says Slobber Chops.
Does the Tressym have a rat in its mouth?
Not in this painting.
I go out and can I grab the wax rat out of this statues?
You can.
Here. I do that and I don't know, hold it up to that painting. Does that do anything?
It does not.
Try to like stick it on the painting. Does that do anything?
No result there either.
Well, then I just have a wax rat now.
Yes, you do. I want to see that added to your inventory.
I look over at Junko.
Can we go into the room? You haven't opened up the room.
Yep. Sorry about that. There you go.
I look over at Junko and like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm totally looking at him over my shoulder like, where are you going with that? That doesn't make any sense.
Why would they have part of a statue that you could just take off? You know, that's what doesn't make sense. This is clearly some kind of like trap or treasure or something.
Oh, so you thought it might have been a trap, so you activated it.
Yeah, because you make a trap to guard the treasure. I used to be a professional thief. I know how this works.
I just want to see if there's anything suspicious about the room. That's what my second perception check's for.
Is that a winged cat?
A man came in here earlier. A dead man. A cat. Means
You're
world to
beat
me.
me to it.
I like to have it back.
Let's get back.
A dead man.
Oh, where is it?
I put my hand on top of my head.
Sure. More.
Okay, so a couple things with that perception check there, Hezra.
What about my perception check?
A couple things here, actually. The north wall tapestry depicts burning angels falling from the sky into a pit of fire. The craftsmanship that has gone into that tapestry, you would guess that it holds substantial value, and if rolled up, it's probably only 5 pounds max. So if any of you have intent of looting stuff while you're in here, this is probably the first major find that you've discovered. Additionally, just having passed through the room and taken a look at everything, the chair, the high-backed chair that faces the couches, you notice a hidden compartment in the armrest.
Oh, I'm totally gonna mess with that.
Okay. It opens very easily to any kind of prodding. It just kind of slides to the side, and it contains a silvered dagger.
Does it feel like it has any kind of... No, it does not. Does it have a rat-shaped hole in it?
Does it have a rat-shaped hole? It does not.
I doubt it would have a rat-shaped hole in it.
It does, along with dwarvish script that says "Insert rat here." That's actually a loose bit of Final Fantasy trivia right there. When you want to get Excalibur in the very first Final Fantasy, you have to bring the rat tail back to the dwarven armorer so that you can get Excalibur for some reason. Seems like a fair trade.
Does it have any actual inscriptions or anything on it, or is it just plain silver dagger?
It is an eloquent silver dagger, but it does not have any inscriptions or apparent magical properties to it. Just as a bit of side trivia, given what Nadir has told you all about imps, the number of imps you have encountered in here, one thing clicks with all of you, given all of that information put together, is that this silver dagger will bypass the imp's resistances.
Ooh. Okay. Currently I'm already bypassing their stuff, so who wants it for now, at least? You know, maybe not stealing it, because we're not here to steal, we're here to abide by the law, I guess. Or hand out the law. But, who wants it for now, at least?
Puny weapon. Go to somebody who can use puny weapons.
I presume you should handle that silver blade.
Is that even a monk weapon, though?
Yeah, it's a dagger.
Puny silver weapon.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I guess I could do it if nobody else wants.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll hand it over to you. None of us, I mean, I already am getting past it, so I don't really need it. So if you want to use it so that you're doing more than the half damage that they're taking, then by all means, I will hand it over to you.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
But neither orc to use. I'm surprised you would use it, but...
Good find, Ezra. We may need eyes like that to find the evidence we're looking for, wherever it may be.
But not the imps been around as enough evidence for you, or the evil chairs that we saw in that dining room, and then the chandelier. I think we have our evidence.
I'm gonna inspect
the furniture is not
fireplaces are always suspicious.
They look evil. And
Me just, you know, knowing that having a fireplace is like real fancy, so I'm gonna inspect that fireplace real good.
You do, in fact, give it a good, thorough inspection and determine that there is nothing amiss.
And no secret levers.
Nothing a mystery either.
Not on this fireplace, at least.
Are those
really missed
windows
out.
next to the fireplace, or are those doors?
Those are windows, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got...
The squigglies mean windows.
the squigglies are tapestries. The things that look like doors but have a line drawn through them are windows. So this right here... I have to line it up a little better. This right here is a window. And these right here are tapestries.
What about on this side of the room? Same thing?
In those areas, they are drapes that are covering the windows.
Is what I'm in front of a door?
That is a door.
I'm gonna roll my perception. Is there anything that I can tell behind the door?
Based on what you hear from the other side of it, you would guess this to be the back door. So you're probably about to go back outside.
Okay. Well, we can leave that one for now, I guess. We don't need to go outside.
Okay. So we do have the stairs ascending right here next to our gathered party. And then we have a set of double doors just to the south of those stairs that continue to access more of this first floor.
Let's make sure that this first floor is clear before we go to the second. I hate to be trapped up there.
Once more, then. Anything behind the door?
Oh, yes. Some clanging metal, some crackling fire, and the scent of... excuse me. The scent of a kitchen, essentially. You smell 3 or 4 different things being cooked together, and it occurs to you that you've not yet had breakfast today, and your mouth is watering from the smells on the other side of that door. Smells like pancakes.
We should go in there now.
George, are you in there?
Pivotal evidence is in that space.
My perception was a 6, so I don't know if you're just bluffing it, if you're being serious that it was that obvious it's the kitchen.
We open the door.
Alright, and the pleasant aromas waft further out of this area into the gallery that you're currently in. You see a cook standing in front of the stove and the fire pit up on the northern side of the room. Pots, pans, cooking utensils dangling above 3 wooden prep tables in the middle of the room, and the shelves are lined with bowls, platters, herbs, spices, dried goods. There is a dumbwaiter on the north side of the chamber there, near where the cook is currently standing. Actually, no, that is over here. That's this small chamber here on the west side of the room as you're entering. That is our dumbwaiter. And you notice over here a winged cat, also known as a Tressym, prowling the kitchen and very interested in everything that is being prepped, cooked, chopped, or otherwise potentially dropped upon the floor.
There's another demon right there. I get this one.
No, wait, hold
Are
on.
Trestles
What?
normal
What?
creatures, or are they
First.
demonic?
All right, we got a lot there at once. Jim, you first.
I want to try something first. I pull out the wax rat and I wave it in front of the Tressum. Does it react?
It reacts as a normal cat would, like it appears interested instantly in it and starts trying to swat at it, and it kind of flies up there next to you to get closer to it if you try to pull it out of its range.
I play with the cat for a while and see if that does anything.
He's hidden the secret syrups.
Oh, since the cat is being tied up by Jong Hoon, I will put away my crossbow so I don't have a friendly fire incident. And what's the cook doing right now?
Well, as your collective files into the kitchen, she turns around and she just puts her arms on her hips and she says, "Whatever are you doing in my kitchen? Leave at once!"
I was going to do something, and we had that cacophony of stuff, and then we started. So here's my divine sense.
Is it anything that's going to interrupt what we've already done, or can you still do it continued from this point?
No, it would still, but basically it's to make sure that the Tressum is a real animal and not some sort of celestial fiend or undead.
Okay. I can definitely confirm that it is a normal Tressum.
Well, do I detect the presence of any imps in this room?
Negative.
Okay.
I was told there's pastries in here, so I need some.
You were not told anything of the sort, Grulag.
Are you sure?
This house is being investigated for the evil purposes of summoning demons and devils, and you may stay and face judgment, or you may leave now.
What are you talking about?
Judgment?
Okay.
Is the cook-off today?
That's what I was looking at.
I don't think she has anything to do with this. I'm pretty sure she's probably clueless about this.
Which is why she's given the opportunity to leave, as the other servants were allowed.
And
Well,
Grulag will point to the way they came, so that's probably the fastest way out.
are you going to finish the meals? Should I shut the kitchen down or just let the place burn? She seems a little confused now at the sudden turn of events. Oh, the flying cat! The flying cat!
It's real. It's real.
Probably shut the kitchen down will probably be a good
Yeah, he's in
idea.
front of the
No
camera.
need to burn the house down.
I will ask the cook, what are you cooking for? Seems like a lot of food.
I'm cooking for the Duke and her guests.
Were you going to take this food to her?
Who are her guests?
It's a rather fussy man. I've never met him before. He's a newcomer. Not certain which room he's staying in. There are others to be expected, the usual family, house staff, etc.
And are you to bring the food up to their rooms?
No, I assembled the food in the dining hall. That's where they meet for their meals.
Did you call them down when it's ready?
Correct. On occasion, I may send a meal up through the dumbwaiter.
And that goes to the Duke's room?
It does. At least I believe so. I'm generally not allowed up there. I assume it goes to the Duke's room.
How big is the dumbwaiter's opening? Like, is it like a traditional one, like kind of small space?
Oh yeah. Yeah, just imagine Halloween H2O and decide for yourself if you want to get in or not.
Ice.
Man, I really miss playing Kit.
Well, sounds like we have a couple decisions to make here, which is perfect timing as we are at the 8:30 break. So we'll take another 10-15 minute pause here. I'll switch us over to the BRB, and we will catch you back here at about 8:50 or so, and then we'll play out the final hour.
Uh-oh, it might be.
She sat up.
Yeah, all I did was sit up straight.
Yep.
Yep.
Fantastic. We are good to resume then. So, I'm certain I don't know anything of what you're talking about. You're saying that I can leave, though? The cook asks.
Is the food ready?
It's not.
Yes, you may leave.
Thank you. It's not quite ready. It's got at least another hour.
Do you need to be here to cook it?
I would recommend shutting everything down, lest the villa burn down while you are within it. I would be happy to shut everything down, but I don't want to make any assumptions against a group that is so heavily armed.
Go ahead and shut everything down, and then you may leave.
Well, wait, hold on though, because I don't want to talk about this in front of her. But if she doesn't need to be here, then I'm fine with her leaving. But don't shut it off. We'll shut it off if we have to.
Very well. As long as I am free to go. She walks over to the half-orc who's standing in front of the door, and she just kind of gestures at the closed door behind him. May I, please?
Yes.
Alright, well, she slides in there next to the orc, pressing herself as close to the wall as she can. And
Just
then
aside.
passing through back into the servants' quarters, and she's going to take the long way out of the house.
Why did you not let... I gave her an order to shut everything down so that we wouldn't cause an incident that may end up in our own deaths. Why would you possibly not want to do that?
She said she's cooking this food for the Duke to meet with some dude, right? Some fancy looking dude. I bet it's related to all this devil stuff. So if we pretend to be waiters and serve the food, they'll talk about all this devil stuff in front of us. That'll give us evidence. Because she's not just going to spill that, if we bust in and beat her up or whatever, right? This is the way to get evidence.
I think they would know who they hire to work in their home.
We're new guys.
And I shall not partake in such a deception.
While the idea has merit, Hezra is correct in that I'm sure, while the guest might not know who we're supposed to be, the Duke will see us and be like, who the hell are you?
The butler hired us. And the butler's not here, so he can't contradict.
Ah, it's my new bugbear chef. I was waiting for you to attend.
I'm just saying, from like a meta, out of character perspective.
And besides, look at the composition of our group.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't that be the most fun?
Oh man.
We're not here for fun. We're here for justice.
Okay, but like I'm saying it again in a meta out of character sense. You know, like what? We're gonna bust up there and fight her, and then she's not gonna say anything in the same way that her son didn't say anything. You know? It's like a more fun story if we do it this way, even if it's more likely to explode.
Yeah, no.
That's funny. I was looking at it more from the perspective of Jong-hoon is capital D-U-M-B. As stated in his initial. Oh yeah, as stated in his initial character description. As an aside, while the discussion is being had in the kitchen here, Kalidor, with his passive perception that is just slightly better than the rest of the group, definitely better than Napier's next to him, you can hear a commotion outside. You would guess it's coming from outside, just based on the way you're hearing it. And Kalidor instantly puts together, oh, the guards are awake, because you can hear, help! Intruders! They tied us up! Attackers! Assassins! Murderers! Help!
Do you want me to knock him out again? I'll go out there and do it.
The guards are awake. We might want to do something about that.
That's what I'm saying. I'd go out there and knock them out. Do you want me to go do that?
Go ahead. Go knock them out again.
Thank you. He starts walking his happy butt out there, not really thinking of how he's going to knock them out, but he has some ideas. And as he has no supervision, so he walks through this little bedroom area. Is anybody in there?
No. The servants' quarters are currently empty.
Okay. Is either one of these doors open?
Those are windows. They are currently closed.
Okay, so he'll go back out to the pretty much the way they came. Okay. So as he gets out there, is there, other than them tied to a tree, is there anybody else around them?
No, and they instantly go quiet as they see the orc fighter emerge from the house.
Okay, I'm going to try to intimidate. Really just trying to, like, essentially frighten them into keeping their mouth shut, or, he's going to do something to that. Give me a second. He'll have his sword brandished to kind of add to it, so I don't know if it's at an advantage or just a standard intimidation.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Okay. With advantage, sorry, I hit that little block.
The tureen of soup.
Okay.
So what is the threat here? If I hear one more peep, I will kill you?
If I hear one thing from either one of you, I will personally cut your tongues out and eat them.
Oh, God. Oh,
and he'll stare at them. Nobody's here to tell you guys don't hear nothing. That's how I'm addressing you. And he looks at each one of them. Just staring. He stares at each one.
You feel confident that these guys may never say another word again to anybody in their lives.
Like, I'm so sorry. So if I feel confident, I will glare at them one last time. And as I walk to the door where their buddy's blood is, I will smear it on my face.
Oh, God.
And walk back in. Say something and walk back out.
I think he just made 4 pinball wizards, apparently.
So I feel good. I feel good about it.
Oh man.
So I will go back in and report to the group. Let me try to get back in there. Hold on. Appears to be a little slow at the moment.
All right. In the kitchen, we have the fire's extinguished and all the stuff taken care of, with the cook gone, and nobody seemingly as strict with her as she's used to having. Slobber Chops is having a field day up on the counter now. She has flown up there and she's just digging through all the scraps that you have not yet attended to. And if you start heading over to shoo her away from those scraps, she flies over to another fresh raw meat or whatever is on the next table.
Go for it, Slobber Chops.
And then we have Grulok coming back in with fresh blood on his face.
Well, it's the blood from the door, but there is blood on his face. That's clearly he is probably marked, put it all over himself. So they are unharmed, and they will not say a word. Ever.
Ever again.
Yeah. And he looks very confident in saying that. You're welcome.
Can I give you an eye like, okay?
They're unharmed. This is not my blood. Or theirs.
Do you just carry blood with you?
It's blood from a person that I killed earlier, but it's not them tied to the tree. That's what I'm saying. I promise they got the point.
All right, let us get moving upstairs.
Very well.
We do have 2 doors that lead out of the kitchen area here on the east side that are as yet unexplored.
I mean, let us go explore these 2 doors over here.
Let me go ahead and roll my perception and see if there's anything behind this one.
And I believe I know who her guest is, by the way. We had heard that the high priest or whatever from El Torel was gotten sanctuary from her.
Yeah, the High Overseer, Thavius Creek.
Did he have something with so many demons and devils?
He was the guy in charge of the city that got sucked into hell.
Yes.
So I rolled a 19 on perception for that bottom door.
Yeah, the bottom door is completely silent. You do, and yeah, there's just nothing on the other side of there.
Cool. Alright, I will open that door.
Alright, and you have discovered...
I'm thinking it's pantry.
That is correct. Let's see if I can find this door to actually get it open. There it is. Yep, we got a dusty pantry, some foodstuffs on the shelves on the north and south walls there, otherwise empty room.
While they're looking in there, I open this door.
Excellent.
I'm gonna pet the cat, and then I'm gonna look for like I guess whatever the most expensive, best piece of freaking meat or whatever is still laying around on the counter, and then I'm gonna take the cat over there and let him eat it.
Okay. Well, Slobber Chops is very excited about both the affection and the choice meat. And within a few moments, Calidor has this Tressum up on his shoulder and just kind of purring up against the side of his head, because this is a very happy Tressum now. The door that you have opened, Celephiel, contains a barrel of fresh water and a brick-walled staircase that descends to a different level. So it would appear that we have now thoroughly explored the first level here. Let me just double-check everybody's maps. Still some exterior grounds that we may want to cover, just to make sure there's not another group of 20 guards around the back side of the building, but you would guess not. But just in the spirit of checking everything, you may want to explore the exterior grounds. Otherwise, you've definitely explored everything here on the ground level of the villa, best you can tell. And you have the stairs going up to the second level or down to the basement.
I'm tempted
Yeah,
to go to the basement first.
Basements are usually where more diabolical things are held because it is underground and much less to be sighted by normal everyday people.
I was gonna say that stairway going down isn't ominous at all.
I would say that we should probably check there first. Other than her personal offices and quarters, it's most likely to be an area where things would be hidden that they didn't want to know publicly.
It'd be good to get like solid proof, you know.
All right, I'm going to start heading downstairs.
And we know that her and her guests are likely upstairs, so.
My computer just freaked out, so.
It means we're heading the right way.
Almost. It shrunk all my windows and started flicking things around my screen.
Because we're going downstairs. What I told you. Diabolical.
No.
And if there's anything diabolical, I can understand it. Or infernal.
Alright, my computer is back to normal as far as I can tell.
I will be right back.
Yes, we don't want to let him out of our sight.
I appreciate your assistance.
Alright, so Ray is going to keep tabs on Amric as we descend into the next level. Slobber Chops will maintain a constant presence by Calidor's side. Just get everybody in position here before we officially move to the basement. Up to the basement! To the basement!
Now, would a familiar fall within one of the three categories that my divine sense would have picked? Celestial, fiendish, or undead?
Not unless it also qualified as one of those categories. Like an undead familiar, you would definitely pick up in the undead sensation, but you wouldn't necessarily know that it's somebody's familiar.
Okay.
Potentially bring in a cat into battle.
Well, the reason why I'm wary is because the cat itself may be a familiar, and we're actually bringing a spy with us as we go along.
That may be.
I mean, the cat does have a high importance as per the portraits and the statues concerned.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a notable member of the family. It's got paintings and statues.
Do we know if these creatures are intelligent? Are they like as intelligent as a regular cat, or are they more intelligent or less intelligent? I mean, I would ask if it was smarter than Zhehong, but it probably is.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals real fast.
1 second here. Just gonna post this right here. This is pretty common knowledge. work with me. Speak up with the animals. There's just some basic information about the Tressym, in case it is not entirely covered in our limited stream text reel there. It is a mischievous winged cat, as big as a house cat with a wingspan of 3 feet. Thought to be the results of wizardly experimentation on house cats, Tressym are intelligent felines known to form strong friendships with humanoids, particularly rangers and wizards. Tressym get along well with others of their kind, but they rarely lair or hunt together. They peacefully ignore bats, fairy dragons, and the like, but they hate sturges and evil flying monsters such as manticores. They also enjoy teasing dogs. Tressym feed on small rodents, birds, and insects, stalking and pouncing on prey as normal cats do, but with the added advantage of flight. Tressym don't, however, attack nestlings or despoil eggs. They mate with others of their kind, but they don't mate for life. A Tressym can also mate with a normal cat, though only 1 out of every 10 of their offspring will be a Tressym. The others will be normal cats. So as Hezra casts Speak with Animals, what kind of dialogue are you having with Slobberchops?
I will probably ask. I'll probably, say something to the effect of, "Hello, have you noticed anything else come down this way?"
What does Kyla sound like when she's speaking to the cat? Is it normal? Or meow meow meow, meow meow meow, and then go from there.
Meow 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 meow
Meow meow meow
meow
meow
meow meow
meow
meow
meow
meow
meow meow meow.
Do you understand me? Hello? You speak my language?
Hello, I can. I do.
Well, what was you asking?
Have you noticed anything else come down this way?
You mean coming up these stairs?
Yes, to go down to the basement.
Well, they sent my mommy down there. She went down there. And she took her friend with her, too.
The friend that's staying with her now?
Yes. Yeah, he went down there. I don't know what he's doing, but I do not like them. And those invisible things, those devils, I'll be attacking them. I am not a fan.
Is he one of those devils as well, or is he just a human?
I think he's just a human, but I don't know for sure. I didn't get a very good look at him.
Can we understand her side of the conversation, or is it meows?
It's all meow meows.
I'll be reiterating
down the stairway.
back to everyone as we're talking.
Oh, so if they're downstairs, then perhaps we should go check out what's upstairs then, before we go down to see them.
Yeah. Are they down there right now, or have they just been down there before?
Oh, it is down there right now.
Gurlock will try to communicate with the cat, also mimicking the sounds that Kyla was making.
We could either catch them in the act, or we could prevent them from doing something even more dangerous.
You tell that orc that unless he wants a big scratch on his face, that he take that back.
You apparently deeply offended him, Gurlock. I would probably stop right now.
Don't have to dial like that. My apologies. And he'll like put his hand to his chest and incline his head to the cat in a sign of respect.
You're genuflecting to a cat.
I am an intelligent creature. I am smarter than most of you. And you tell this guy that he better stow his attitude.
All the while,
yeah,
this thing
right.
is still on Calidor's shoulder, and it's just kind of got a tail wrapped around his neck, and it's just kind of purring up against him while it's talking to Ezra.
You ask Robert if he knows of anybody else being upstairs.
Yeah, I'll ask him. Is there anyone else in his house besides the waitstaff that was down here? Is there anyone upstairs?
They got some guards up there. And the oldest son, the one that controlled the imps, that's where he lives. He lives up the stairs. He don't ever come out of his room. He's stood up there, I bet.
He's the one controlling the imps, though, huh?
Yeah, he's the one that got that communion, because he's all sickly and frail. He don't really leave the room or the house, so he used the imps as his eyes and ears.
Oh, okay. Are you able to sense the imps, or do you know where he's put them already?
I can smell them, and I can sense them.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and tell all of that to the party, that the older son is upstairs controlling the imps, so he likely knows everything that's already going on right now, and that the cat can sense and smell the imps. So do we want to go upstairs and handle the older son, or do we want to go downstairs and talk to the head of the house?
The Tressor said that she's doing something with that guy downstairs, and he doesn't like that guy, right? So maybe that's like time sensitive in some way. Like we should go down and stop that first.
My only thing about that is that if the older son is controlling all the imps, we get down there and suddenly there's like 30 imps down there.
Or they warned the people down there.
Yeah, or they probably already know we're coming, maybe.
I don't think they got no imps living downstairs. It's mostly cultists. They got some summoned creatures, some devils and stuff down there.
Okay. He says that there's cultists, creatures, devils, and stuff downstairs. But there's no imps. You know, that's the plus.
We must stop them before they do complete whatever they're doing. If they're doing a ritual or something to try to send Baldur's Gate to the same place where everything else has been done, this is the most important thing right now. We could deal with the brother later. I'm continuing down the stairs.
All right. I'm gonna tell the cat, we're gonna head downstairs and we're gonna try to stop whatever rituals your mother is casting or trying to get done, because she's gonna end up destroying the entire city, and then none of us will have any fancy meats to eat. So. Thank you very much. I will very much appreciate that. I'll let the others know. If the cat's hissing, there's something invisible that he can sense.
I'll follow Summerfield down. What?
Or the orcs offended him.
I apologize. We're fine. I apologize sincerely.
Okay, I'm still walking down the stairs.
The orcs apologize very, very much. Okay, we're all gonna go ahead.
I'll fall right behind Summerfield.
Yeah, unless he jumps off of Calidor's shoulders, he's coming with us anyway.
Yep.
Oh, have the stream mic there muted. We are now down in the basement level here. We have a room that contains several barrels. Some of them have spigots tapped into them, and then we have some assorted crates throughout the room. Some of them in the center, some of them on the south wall, as we can see. And there are also 2 doors exiting from this chamber, east and west walls. You can kind of see those there on the map as well.
I was trying to listen through the door I'm closest to, just to see if I hear anything on the other side. Conversation, about sensitive movement, things like that.
Seems quiet on the other side of the door there. However, as your group begins spreading into the chamber, there is an eruption of wood, nails, splinters, and packing material from the central part of the room. As, alas, they are not invisible, just simply hidden and awaiting any intruders. We've seen one of these before. We've never seen 3 of them together. They are spined devils. And as they erupt from the crates, Slobberchops is perhaps a little late on his hiss warning, as all of you are quite aware of their presence by now. And this sends us into yet another initiative. Initiative is set. Everybody's in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Spine Devils and a Slobberchops to top it off. I guess he doesn't really need the initiative here. Yeah, we'll see. For once, Grulok is going first here, as he's kind of got his ear pressed against the door. He's the first one to respond to the erupting crates in the center of the cellar.
So yeah, as soon as his kind of head is already angled that way, he starts to immediately move towards them. Kind of moves over to that. Actually, one more. So he's going to attack this guy here, up top, essentially. The northernmost spine devil, or demon devil.
Devil, yeah.
Devil. And go ahead and attack. Yeah, another 8.
Man, what's up with your dice, man?
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, my AC is definitely better than an 8. And remember, these things have some pretty decent damage output, especially if they start flinging their tail spines at you, as Calidor can attest.
No, he wanted to take the offensive too. But that's all he can really do.
Alright. Yeah, the good news is that they got the jump on you in the surprise, which was to break free of their confinement, and now they go dead last in the initiative, so maybe they won't even get a turn. Celefio, your turn. Do you still have the death save icon on your token there, or is that just on my end?
No, I probably still have the death save icon on my character. I don't know if I removed it or not.
Yeah, you're probably just being precautious, anticipating. Yep.
There we go. All right, so yeah, I'm going to attack the one that's in between Grulak and myself.
That is a flank.
So I can get advantage on it.
Very good. $16 is good. The AC is 13. I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, same deal as the imps. The Spine Devils have a resistance against non-magical damage, so that will become 4.
All right, and that'll end of turn.
Okay, that brings us over to Jung Hoon.
Can I walk over these barrels or climb over them or something?
You can. They're considered difficult terrain, so it'll just cost you 10 feet to enter each of those squares. Unless you want to roll an athletics check to just kind of more quickly circumnavigate.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Could I do an acrobatics check?
Or acrobatics, yeah, that works too. Yeah, you'll be good for this round. You can just kind of find the secure areas and hop skip along the tops of the barrels.
So I'm gonna run along the barrels to get there, and then I'm going to attack this one with flank.
That'll work.
People.
Ah!
That should be.
Yeah, second.
So those
one.
are that's because flank.
Gotcha. So yeah, we got one successful attack there. And then unarmed strike will also land.
Does he have flank?
For half damage.
If he's flanking, he's got its advantage.
That yeah, you just kind of missed that part. That's what the 11 and 20
yeah,
is
okay,
for.
yep.
It's a single attack advantage. So yep.
Yep, I got it.
Full damage from the dagger, half damage from the unarmed strike, and over to Calidor. Ooh, just made it.
Oh, yep, that's it from me.
Alright. Well, Slobber Chops will keep pace with Calidor there and just kind of chilling and watching everything that's going on. She does not appear daunted by the fact that there is a bloody combat occurring right around her. She's just very interested. Tails kind of flapping and wagging eagerly over your shoulder. And Hezra, over to your turn.
I am going to go ahead. Actually, no. I'm going to stay where I am because I can reach the one that's in front of me. And I'm going to do my planar warrior and take a smack. And do I get the advantage just for future reference? I know I got it on the first one, but for future reference, do I get a flank with all the people behind him?
There would have to be an ally in this square here for you to gain flank.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, your initial move.
I got it in the first one, so I'm not too worried about it.
Right. Okay, so I take the full damage on that. Booyah.
And that's all I can do.
Okay. Brings it over to Nadir.
I'm going to go after the one that Hezra just attacked.
Okay. Okay, 2 necrotic, I got that.
I'm gonna stay right where I am, kind of behind Calidor there.
Alright. Okay, Spined Devil number 1. So just for all of our notification there, no AOOs when I am moving with the Spine Devils. And yeah, I think we will just move over to here. And Calidor finds himself in a familiar position as tail spines begin flying at him. And it appears that these spined devils are going to focus fire on Calidor.
The hell?
Or no, I'm sorry, this is Celephiel. I get you guys confused sometimes. Celephiel's the one that's getting focus fired here. Regardless, it's still a miss with the first 2 and the second 2. So, yeah, Celephiel just kind of brings his shield up and... I got 2 more of these. One of them finally gets through, but otherwise 5 out of 6 attacks there, they just are absorbed by his shield. Except for the 6 piercing, 5 fire. And that'll bring us back to the top of the round with Grulak.
Alright, he wants to try to finish the job on the one he originally attacked, so he's gonna move at him. He's gonna come in and attack Shakira. Okay, right there. Okay. Take that damage.
19 will hit, and half damage there. Okay. Leaves me with just a few hit points remaining.
And that's all I can do. I don't have a second wind available to him. So he'll place himself there. Try to divert our attention.
Okay. That'll bring it back to you,
EOT.
Celephiel.
All right. I don't have the advantage, though.
Right. Crack on the one there in front of you atop the barrel.
I'm going to add my Radiant Strike, so 2d8 Radiant damage.
Okay.
Doesn't Smite also do more against devils?
Let's see. Where is the Divine Smite thing? Divine extra damage is 2d8 for first, plus 1d8. The damage increased by 1d8 if the target is an undead or a fiend. So I get an extra 1d8. So an extra 14 radiant.
4, okay. Got it all.
Alright, and that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty, and that cycles us back over to Jong Hoon.
Okay, I will go down and try and get this one, I guess.
Very cool. Well played. Sadly not a better crit, but both attacks will land. However, the devil is still here on this plane. Alright, and then over to Kalidor.
I can't see Celestial from here.
Gonna go climb up on top of that barrel. Advantage on both saves, so the first one makes it on both counts, and the second one fails it on both counts, which is fine because that's the one that is getting banished.
I'm assuming the healing word's on me?
Oh, of course.
Thank you, sir.
Slobber Chops licks the side of Kalidor's face after a successful banishing of that devil, and it is Hezra's turn.
Alrighty, I'm gonna move. To right here. I can reach both of those devils. Do I get advantage? Am I technically flanked with those, or do I have to be smack between them?
Yeah, at this angle you don't have a flank on either of them.
Okay, I really don't want to be sandwiched between two devils, though, so I think I'm just gonna play it safe and take my smack from here.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and do my Planar Warrior again. And I'm going to go ahead and take a smack on the northmost one, so the top one.
Oh, it's a miss by 1.
No. Give me 1 sec to think. Nope, not worth it from here. Okay. I will take the loss.
Alright, let's see what Nadir has.
Let's try to end one next to Grulok since it's the more damaged one. Let's see if I can take that one out.
All right. Dope.
Guess not. Next.
All right. Well, next would be the Devils. And
that was juky left and right.
I think I will move out of this crappy situation. And this time we will focus the tail spikes on Calidor, as he is the one who is obviously healing people. Pretty much the same result as last time. The 21 will hit Calidor for 6 piercing, 4 fire. Otherwise, Calidor is safe from the rest of those attacks as we bring it back to the top of the next round, and Grulak.
Freaking spines. Could you come face to me, face to face?
Yeah, we don't play that way.
He moves from that corner and just attacks that northernmost spine devil.
Okay. Yeah, you're lucky the ceiling's only 10 feet high in here. Otherwise, I'd just be chilling up at the ceiling. Ha ha ha! Good luck. Oh, there's that natural one I called earlier.
Wait. For it. For it. Think again.
Ooh. Rerolling, and you gonna take the extra speed or the extra bonus action?
Extra bonus action.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, that's one good.
Okay. Well, you're gonna leave me with 1 hit point.
So essentially I have 2 bonus actions. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I can attack.
Well, look at your damage dice too, though.
Thank you. Oh, I can roll both.
Come on, Snake Eyes.
So I'll just roll 2d6 so you go with that down? Yep.
Yeah. Alright, so amendment to that one. It is now in hell with its other brothers that you've banished, including the one that rolled a natural 20 on its strength save and is still standing there wondering what the hell happened.
So I will. Yes, sucks because I can't attack with bonus actions.
Yeah, not unless you're carrying an offhand weapon, but that means no two-handed weapon.
Okay, then I will kind of start trying to move towards this spy devil, like give him several targets to key on, and not attack Calidor or Sophia like you did before. So I kind of move up next to Ezra.
Just moving up then.
Yeah, because there's not much else I can do. I don't want to use my second wind right now because I'm not too badly damaged.
Gotcha. Okay, Celefiel.
All right, I move up, and I'm going to take a smack 'em, swack 'em.
Get it. All right, got that.
And of course, that'll end my turn.
Okay, and then over to Jim. What you got?
Let me try and get this.
And that will send the final Spine Devil in this area screaming back into hell. Effectively concluding another initiative. Whew. So we got the two options for rooms that leave here.
I was gonna ask for my perception for behind that door, but I'm not very perceptive right now. Unless it's undead.
Well, there does not appear to be any undead.
All right, then I shall open the door.
You have found the wine cellar, containing more than 200 corked bottles of wine displayed in a 7-foot tall wooden racks that span the west and south walls. Empty wooden crates are stacked in the middle of the room. And that appears to be a dead end. Yeah, if any of your characters are wine connoisseurs, this is definitely the mecca, at least thus far in the campaign.
Of course, I use my natural 20 to see if there's anything weird about this room.
I'm gonna go open that door on the other side of the room.
Alright. Yep, nothing unusual in here, Kyla. Okay, so here we have a potential. Let's see what the dice say. And the dice say yes. Alright, hold back a little bit before you officially start heading into this area. Here we have sewer tunnels, and the thick smell of incense hangs in the air here, presumably disguising what would be an otherwise very unpleasant scent to meet you on the other side of this door. There are smooth stone trenches cut into the floors that channel water and waste southwards from the position that you're currently entering. and there are arching stone bridges spanning the trenches at regular intervals, or irregular intervals, I should say. The ledge on either side of a trench is 3 feet wide. And just as you open the door and you're kind of taking in, okay, there's water kind of drifting down this way. We can see some lanterns kind of hung from above on a chain that just provide light throughout this area. Not anything that your characters need. You can hear some echoing mumbling coming from the north side of the sewer tunnels here.
All right, I shall head on in.
It is as you enter this area of the sewer tunnel here that you spot a pair of cultists walking on either side of the water line here, and they are carrying incense, lit incense in their hands, what you can believe is the source of the smell that is greeting you on the other side of the door here. They call out in alert as your characters spill out into the sewer trench here. Alright, and let's get an initiative roll here. Well, these cultists appear to have been caught with their pants down, as I'm going last for the second initiative in a row here. So Selephiel has emerged into the sewer tunnel, walking over the trench 3 feet below him, and cultists dead ahead.
That's kind of funny. The 3D die says 8, but it shows that I only rolled a 5 for the damage.
Huh. Yeah, very strange.
You know,
That's
because
what mine did earlier.
if that was if that was really an 8, I would have done 10 damage instead of 7.
Yeah,
I was
that
in
doesn't
Santa
match
Cruz.
up.
So what do we take when the 3D die does not match up with the actual number produced by the site?
We always go with the chat log results, otherwise we're constantly having to double check what we've taken for years as the actual roll. It's a shame it doesn't line up as it should. I've never seen the D20 results be wrong, but I've never really paid much attention to the damage dice on the side. Well, that will definitely be a crack on his shoulder, and you feel bone breaking from the first hit.
End of turn.
And Nadir over at the entrance to the sewer tunnels. It's a rather humiliating death for that cultist, as he is instantly caught aflame, and he tries to put himself out by jumping into the sewage, and it basically just results in a dirtier death. Okay, let's move over to Grulok.
So it's what? How many feet? 3 feet down in that little gap where the water is?
Correct.
Okay, so I could traverse that area, get to this cultist here.
Oh yeah, or you could roll an athletics check to just jump the chasm there.
Well, let's try athletics check just to make it a little fancier.
Although I refer to that little tiny gap as a chasm in the same vein that you refer to our devils as gentlemen. So go ahead and clear that little gap there, the massive chasm of 5 feet, and yeah, lay in.
Okay, so he just runs over, effortlessly jumps over and attacks this guy. I can re-roll one that die. Damage die also, sorry. Okay, take that.
It's 15.
So that would
oh
make
yeah,
it,
yeah. You just kind of rush up, clear the chasm, and this guy's head goes flying to the northwest, and it kind of lands up against the far ledge over here. And yeah, both cultists are not only dead before they get a turn, they are both dead only 3 initiative ticks in. So that will end another very quick initiative sequence there. And feel free to spill out into the larger sewer tunnels proper here, and you can kind of get a idea of the directions we have accessible to us. To the north and south, they both round corners, and you see a different connecting passage to the east as well. So we're going to have a couple different options here. If you want to take a brief peek to explore those, this will be pretty much where we conclude our session here for tonight. Feel free to move out a little bit more, just kind of gauge the terrain around you, and then, yep, that's where we will close it out for tonight. Yep, you can see there, passageway continues well beyond your dark vision, although the lights that are provided give you a decent view further down the passage, and you can see that it even continues far beyond that, to the point where you can't even see the lights anymore. Such is the extent of this these tunnels.
All right, how long have we been traveling for? I mean, doing all of this stuff for? Because I am completely out of pretty much everything, and a long rest would be prudent. But the problem is that, you know, we've been through like a whole bunch of combats here.
Don't go too far, Hezra.
You know.
Okay, backing it up. I'll stay there.
Yeah, take a peek around the corner, but if you walk too far around the corner, you might trigger something else. Well, let me think about that for a second, Don. Okay, so this is the same day that we met up with Mortlock to go get his brother from the Low Lantern, and that was an early morning encounter. Right. By the time we left the Low Lantern, it was still pretty early in the morning, no later than like 9. And then we crossed the city, made it to the upper city, entered the villa. I would say by now it's probably around noon, maybe 1 p.m. It may be time for a long rest, but I'm not certain if this is the exact place you want to do that. But at the same time, do you want to abandon the villa and chance that they restock their guards and what have you when you come back?
Yeah, see, that's the problem too, is the fact. But the thing is, though, is that I'm out of spells and out of everything. I'm sure our healer is out of most of his spells and everything like that. We've got a fighter who's out of a lot of his stuff. I mean, we're all completely out of, so the next combats are going to be super, super deadly. And it's not like the module is going to turn around and take any of that into account.
Well, I have been playing really conservative with my spells, so I'm still pretty well in hand here. And as far as you and the fighter, just hit stuff through their sticks.
Yeah, I mean, I have an ability that I can pop one more, as a bonus action. I can create one spell slot. So I could do one more smite, and that's it.
I do have a second wind still, so if I did take some damage, I could recoup some of it. So I do have that ability.
Yeah, I have one first level spell slot and both of my second level spell slots available.
Oh.
So we've exhausted some magic. We still have some magic remaining. Hit point wise, we seem to be in at least stable position at this time. I'm not certain a long rest is what's called for. We do have potential for a short rest that would only require 1 hour. I'm not certain all of what we get back with a short rest, but we do have the hit dice restoration, and I know in the fighter's case he's going to get his action surge back, and I don't know what the paladin gets back with a short rest, if anything, but at least the hit dice might...
Yeah, I really don't get anything back for a short rest.
Yeah, so the hit dice would be your main benefit from a short rest.
Right.
So that's a possibility if we want to try to take a short rest.
I would get a channel divinity back, so what I could do is, pop it to get a spell, and then do a short rest, and then I would have another channel divinity.
It's more practical, especially if we're on some kind of time crunch. I think an hour is a little bit more easier to, especially if we had this area locked down for them to. It's not as easy for them to recoup their losses when something comes out. We can at least address it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I haven't really lost anything except for one speak with animals, so I'm good with whatever you guys need.
Well, should we conclude the evening with a short rest and wandering encounter check, or should we just conclude at the current point and continue on?
Let's do a short rest, and let me get some hit points back. So I'm going to pop my channel divinity to get one spell.
I will do the same.
Let's go ahead and file to the area that we are going to have our short rest. And as an aside, do not take the short rest because we have just triggered the 1 in 10 chance for a random encounter during the short rest. So that's actually where we're going to pick up next week.
Good grief. All right.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, it's either one way, extreme other way, or extreme the other.
Right. So are we taking the short rest right here in this little 20 foot by
Yep.
10 foot area here, or are we actually going into the cellar?
We'll probably do it in the cellar.
Still
We can get more comfortable that way.
Okay, everybody move your tokens. That's you too, James. Yep, head on in, make yourselves comfy, and I will plan on interrupting that at the start of next session. Good, looks like everybody's in there. Alright, so yep, this is where we will pick it up next Tuesday. Thank you all for coming another week. To our viewers and our host, Hans Loves D&D, thank you very much for watching, hosting, generally just participating in this fun experience for a second consecutive week. We look forward to catching you more next Thursday, and stay tuned for further news about upcoming streaming programs we will be doing here on Roleplaying Unlimited. Have a good night, all.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good evening.